Hello, free-to-play Padawans. It's been a while, but I haven't stopped playing Genshin Impact. It's a really fun game, and with the last two patches, I've been having so much fun. But, as well as having fun, I've also been saving for the Raiden Shogun banner. And in this occasion, I'm just gonna get the character, or better said, I already got the character on a really lucky summon experience. So today we're gonna do one of my favorites, low-cost Raiden guides. I'm pretty sure you all have already experienced some of his main quest lines, test her out on the run, and seen her in action, or in another video. But for me, what I really love to do is take the character and make a really simple guide of it, so everyone can experience a similar comeback and damage output. So, without any further more, let's begin with the raiding guide. First things first is if you are considering to get it, should you do it or not? Well, the main thing to take a look if unluckily Raiden is an Electro character. So with every Electro, it's completely unnecessary for the current Genshin Impact meta, which is based on Cryo and Pyro. Knowing this, you need to choose regarding further information. The things you need to regard, as I said, are his talents and passive, so this is the first thing we're gonna start off by today. With his first passive talent, we're gonna be improving his damage on the passive, which is a circle, more like a divine thing around here that translates into more damage when she do their burst element. Okay. Second things we need to rely is the Enlightenment 1. This is a very good talent passive for her because we're gonna increase our own damage and passive. So right now all we're seeing are buffs for Raiden nonetheless. Where things get interesting is in his elemental skill, the E ability, where this ability is gonna boost our energy return for the entire team. As you can see here, it does damage, but it's also regenerate energy much faster as the elemental goes on and as our energy recharge is on the character. And the second one, which is this one, it's a boost, okay, based on the elemental damage of every character, which also depends on the characters and gain those energy that we just set. So what we have in front of our eyes is the first kind of burst sub DPS that involve auto-attacking or a bit more time on field. We're gonna be applying continuous electro damage thanks to our ability. We're gonna be buffing our teammates thanks to his energy recharge and apply electro and doing decent amount of damage easily. So on clashing here, you have a burst team swap like a Sucrose thing or Xiangling, and you don't have a Kazuha or something to boost anything on your team. This could be an option for you. If you already serve on that side and you had your boosters, Bennett, Sucrose, Kazuha, then you maybe skip his and wait for Kokomi or who knows, more characters coming out on the future. But if Raiden is your choice, then let's talk about why she's quite a free-to-play, friendly character that anyone can build pretty easy. Let's take a look at the weapons options. I'm gonna discuss 3 of them, and I'm gonna guess that you all know that he has his own weapon, the Enlightenment and Calmant, but that's not a thing we're considering today because that wouldn't be so much of a free-to-play friendly option. If you have it, it's his weapon, so Enlightenment and Calmant is the #1 option for any player. Following that, the second best option and is available for anyone, is the current Guts, a weapon that we obtain through fishing that we can get up to rank 5, and it's totally free. This weapon is really good thanks to the energy recharge that is so precious on his substats and set, and he also boosts our damage on the elemental boost and the crit rate of itself. So pretty much overall a really good weapon to increase our damage and increase our energy recharge. A third option would be Skyward Span. If by any means you got it through the permanent banner or by missing any of the weapon banners. Same as before, good energy recharge, high base attack, so our auto attacks would be dealing higher damage. We also get some decent things like attack speed and crit rate for his overall crit. That is beneficial on his ultimate. But sadly, this second part, okay, the vacuum thing that apply more damage, does not count thanks to his ultimate working completely different. And lastly, an option that we have up there is the Prototype Leader, a weapon that also has some energy recharge, decent base attack, and it boosts our normal and third attack damage. So yeah, could be an option to work, but not the ideal. Mainly our fourth. So between those three, you can choose any of it. It would work just fine. You don't need to worry about that much. This is why it is really free-to-play friendly. Moving on, we have the artifact sets. Here we have a limited options, okay, being the Emblem of Sacred Fate, the best current slot for a piece of this set. It's the best things because we have the energy recharge, once again working with our bonus set, and again an incremental damage boost for our ultimate up to 75%. This is thing maybe you don't like because you haven't been farming this domain so much. On most of you, thanks to those two last patches, this domain has been quite popular, so maybe you take a step onto it and have some pieces laying around and you can work it. On one hand, this could be hard for you to obtain. On the second one, the flexibility in set is really high. Let's talk about it. If you have any of the three options that we just set, and at C0, which is the standard for any free-to-play player, artifact sets are completely customizable. Okay, for Plume and Feather, as always, crit rate and crit damage. But here on Sands, it's where things get more interesting. We can run her with energy recharge or attack percentage, depending on what you'll say. Which one is better? Use the one with the higher crit rate and crit damage. As simple. Or the goblet, we can choose between electro damage bonus or attack percentage. Which one do I use? The one with the highest substats. This is my case. And for this arclet, you just choose between crit damage or crit rate depending on your substats. You have two pieces which are viable in so many ways. Each one of those four options are completely viable, and we're talking about 1,000 to 2,000 damage difference overall. So not a big deal for us to have a really, really good impression of ball. And finally, really, really fast conservations. Obviously, for a free-to-play friendly character, C0, if you want to spend, I've heard around that C3 is a really good stopping point. Let's finish up with talents. You should focus his Q, burst, then E, ability, and finally auto attacks. I raised every single one to 666, and right now we're gonna go and see how she behaves on two different scenarios. Alright, so with sunset going away on the horizon, let's finally discuss ball. I've just seen the damage. It's good enough for me as a player to use it on my team. On Abyss, his energy recharge is insanely good to have our ultimates back so fast. Her, thanks to not being affected by electro charge reactions, we can pair him with any pyro character, as you've seen, like Xianglin. So you have no those overloads, explosions that throw you away far away. You have good free-to-play weapon choices. His artifacts are flexible. You don't need constellations, and with 666 talent, you're doing more than enough damage. And we didn't even crit. Okay, just so you see, these are my final stats: 58, 140 crit damage, nothing crazy. 177 8k attack, 8 level 80 not ascended. A character worth pulling, maybe a step behind, a step down from Kazuha, which I think is the number one character that everyone should or have. This is everything from me. I have really low cost Raiden Shogun build. I think for such a low investment, this is really good. I clear Abyss floor 12 number one faster than ever. And if you really enjoy this content, you can check me on Twitch every day, link down below. And if you have any questions, tell me as well. Until then, see you.